would you feel comfortable taking the points with the Dolphins, knowing how hungry the Bills are, and how much expectation is riding on their shoulders at this point?
Yeah, so the news we have now is that Tua has been ruled out, so it won't be Tua, and
Hmm.
that it's trending towards Skylar Thompson being the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, going back up
Yeah.
to the Buffalo Bills. And we have a number of games to talk about, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. I would just say this is that, and Jared and
Hmm.
I was talking about it before we started the show, that I mentioned on social media that Kansas City and the Buffalo Bills both have received first round buys this week. And so it ended up working
Retweet.
out perfectly for the Bills because
Retweet.
look at it. Like no Tua, Jalen Waddle, and Tyreek Hill have bum ankles, and it showed in the last game. The Miami Dolphins offensive line is in shambles. Raheem Mostert is banged up, I believe, and not sure if he's going to be able to play. If you flip it to the defensive
Hmm.
side of the ball, the secondary has been banged up, and they've been giving up plays. And then when you look at the Buffalo Bills, they seem like a team of destiny right now. We just got the news that
Yeah,
DeMar Hamlin, like this dude is at home right now. Like this dude
he's
is
at
He
like
might be at
home.
the
chilling where
game
we
on
are right
Sunday,
now.
right?
Yeah,
He's gonna
right.
be at the
And
game probably, right?
Yeah, he'll
just
probably be at the
imagine
game
if
on
this
Sunday
dude
watching
is
the
Yeah.
on the
game.
field on Sunday. Just imagine how that
Yeah.
stadium is going to react. And
Yeah.
so it already seems like the Bills are a team of destiny. Like everything is kind of building up in their favor right now. And so they're just going to ride this momentum into this layup of a game against the Miami Dolphins.
Hmm.
Honestly, like Jared was mentioning before the show as well, like you have like this big spread. Like, is this something where you bet it? Like, if it's going to be Skylar Thompson and you're going against
Lay it.
Buffalo with everything seeing the light come into their favor, like, man, hell yeah, just go ahead and lay that and just let it ride.
Yeah.
That's going to be one hell of a momentum wave to ride as you watch the Bills just
Literally.
roll over their division rival in the first round of the NFL playoffs. So I'm all here for it. I'm
Yeah.
all here for it to see it.
I know. This really does feel like the Bills are the team of destiny at this point. You mentioned so many injuries for the Dolphins. No one's really at 100%. And their defense was basically non existent the last 5 weeks of the season. 5 of the last 6 weeks, they allowed their opposition to score 23 points per game on average. It's 18th in the NFL in terms of yards per game allowed. That's not a recipe for success going into Buffalo, playing against one of the top offenses and possibly the MVP quarterback this season in Josh Allen. So, Josh Allen also loves playing Miami at home, Jared. His average home scoring margin against Miami in his 5 games is plus 16 and a half. I mean, with that with that logic, I'd lay the points with the Bills right now.
Yeah, and they're not going to play this week, but long term, Micah Hyde, Jamison Crowder both getting activated off IR
Mhm.
today.
Yeah.
Especially Micah Hyde, because you flash forward to Chiefs, Bengals, you need that secondary. Obviously, you're not going to have DeMar Hamlin. And listen, DeMar, say what you want about the story itself, which is great. DeMar was playing good ball for the Bills, man. Like, he was one of the leading tacklers on the team. So they need some secondary help if they're going to make it through that Chiefs-Bengals gauntlet run down the stretch. So getting Micah Hyde back would be absolutely huge. If they
Mm-hmm.
do. I don't have a whole lot on this game. I mean, not only the quarterback situation for Miami, but Terran Armstead's not 100%. Raheem Mostert broke his finger last week. Those guys had big games the last time these two teams played. Mostert was one of the big reasons why this game was even close. He had over 100 yards rushing. And I don't see how Skylar Thompson sustains any offense here. And if that's the case, I know Josh Allen just 2-4 against the spread in postseason games in his brief career, but I don't really see a whole lot of upside to taking the points. Maybe at 14 is where we start to see a little bit of the buyback on Miami, but I just don't see it. And I think I could see this going a lot like the Patriots-Bills playoff game last year, where 47-17 was the final score.
Mm-hmm.